Lion Nation, a pleasant hello to you out there. We are back with another episode of Coach's Corner. My guest, Lions head football coach Victor Santa Cruz. And Coach Santa Cruz, let's get down to it. Obviously, coming off of a game that I know did not meet the expectation that you wanted with the team last week against Servite. Just talk to us about where, when you analyzed everything and had a chance to kind of look at film and stats and all, where do you feel were maybe some of the key areas that you guys did not achieve what you wanted to that led to a result that I know you guys were not happy with?
Great question, because the game, it doesn't have any exact, boom, there's the moment, but when you watch and study the film, it's a collection of little moments stacking up that by the end of by that third quarter, you're seeing like, hey guys, we got to push this thing now. You come out at halftime, I realized, like, I know this is not our best football. And you looked at, there's moments on the run game, fitting the run game, that we're going to miss some gaps, things that guys know what to do. And then the other side of it on the offense, the penalties were just huge. The penalties were drive killers. You can't have the penalties. You can't, especially in a game like that where you could begin to understand their strategy was to hold the ball as long as they can. They stayed in the huddle for the full 40 seconds the best they could, understanding that they were going to just try to ground and pound, and it ends up working, because then before you know it, we're like, are you kidding me? It's halftime like that? And then you saw the third quarter, we come out, we drive, and it just boom, suck again. So there's good 3 times that we're in the strike zone that we come away with nothing, and matter of fact, end up punting. You don't even get a chance at field goal. So very very disappointing. But I look at it, it's more of our guys. I told them after the game and say, hey, this is just one of those truth pills that you gotta swallow, because the reality is you better bring your A game every single day. And I don't care what yesterday was. I don't care the success you stacked up. The opponent in front of you, they don't care. And you got to go take it from them. You got to get after it, and you got to play your best all the time around here.
Now, you mentioned, taking that truth pill. Yeah. And obviously there's a fine line between dwelling on, mistakes that were made and saying, hey, it's a game-by-game season. Obviously another talented opponent on your schedule this week. We'll get to them in a second. As a coach, how did you kind of toe the line this week and saying, hey, we got to clean this up, but okay, let's move past that and let's look ahead to the next challenge?
Well, it's a very emotional game. And I don't even with a college, high school, have enough of a comparison now to be like, hey, it's personal for everybody. But when it's that emotional, here's the thing that can happen. Whether you win or lose, you can't get stuck in the moment. So you got to come back to the film room. You got to look at the facts about what went wrong, what went right. We always look up and start our game, our team meetings after a game. It's just, hey, here's the wins and lessons is what it is. So here's a win where you're doing your job right, and here's the lesson about maybe your eye discipline was off. And great intentions were there. This guy's trying to make a play. I wanted to do this, but great intentions aren't necessarily going to get you to where you want to go. You got to have great discipline, great focus, great team structure happening, because the reality is, a team like Servite or a team like rest that we have in the schedule, they've got the ability to take your undisciplined moments and make you really pay for that on the scoreboard.
Now, you talked about moving forward and kind of looking ahead. You had the chance to see the team practice this week, talk to them as they get ready for the next challenge on Friday. What have you gotten from a sense and a standpoint of, are they focused on, hey, we know what we need to do to get back that feeling of winning?
Yeah, it's about as hardcore of a wake-up call as you can get, because it's homecoming. It's they know they're a good team, but they say, hey, this is it. Okay, we got reality on the table. We understand every game you go into is like this opponent doesn't care about your record. And matter of fact, he's like, they don't care about anything that day. So any moment can happen at any game. You better be in the moment. You better attack every play like it's the best play. And you better attack this game like it's our own Super Bowl, because the reality it's all we have right now. And that's our next step. But and you want to climb a ladder, you got to just grab onto the next rung. And this is the next rung for us to grab onto. And I believe this whole week, they really grew into that. And the senior class particularly, I'll applaud them, just the leadership that they showed this whole week. because they can see the contrast of what we can be, how we were in practice on those successful times, and then they can see that, hey, that there are guys, there's a little bit of an edge that we just didn't give all the way, and that's a great sign of a team that cares. You got players that want to lead.
You talked about that next rung on the schedule that comes in the form of the Orange Lutheran Lancers Friday night at Orange Coast College. They are coming off a very tough loss against St. John Bosco, a game they had a lead late.
Yeah.
St. John Bosco came back. We talk every week about this league does not allow you the chance to rest. There's always a behemoth waiting for you. What's the challenge that the Lancers will provide for the Lions this week?
Well, I think they're a complete team as far as athletically on both sides of the ball. They have a really stout D line. They got active linebackers. They've got an offensive line that's physical at the point. They've got TJ Lateef, who's the quarterback, he can extend plays with his legs. And then what they do is they're going to create multiple different styles of formations that are going to put a lot of stress on the defense. And then, seeing that their heart that they have at Sierra Canyon to be able to keep fighting, you have someone or a team that just they're going to compete for 4 quarters. And so you look at the Bosco game, they're in that whole game. It's a back and forth battle, and I think there is no one's sneaking up on us right now, because our guys their eyes are wide open, and they realize, hey, we're going into Orange Coast College. It's a dogfight, and we're excited for the competition. It's why we signed up for this, because we love that brand of football. And so our goal always is, hey, it's not who you play, it's how you play. And it really showed up last week, but the point was made that the conviction is all there more for this week.
Well, this week, another clash of titans. JSerra, Orange Lutheran, 7 p.m. Friday night, Orange Coast College. It's going to be another great battle. We look forward to seeing the Lions attempt to get back onto the victory track there. Head Coach Santa Cruz, thank you so much. We look forward to a great game, and we'll see you again real soon.